Hi, good day everyone to Dr. Tan Yin Ping and also my fellow friends. Today our group will present about renewable energy. My name is Amani Huwaina binti Hassan and my matching number is 202982.
Hi, my name is Noraashiyika binti Rizwan, matric number 202983.
Hi, my name is Auni Nabihah binti Paiman. My matric number is 200676.
Hi, my name is Nur Nisya binti Shaini and my matrix number is 203891.
Hello, my name is Nur Hayatna binti Muhni. My matric number is 200643.
Okay, so to start off, we have to know what is renewable energy. So basically, renewable energy are clean energy that comes from natural sources or processes that are constantly replenished, which means that the energy is infinity. Okay, so for example, sunlight or wind that keep shining and glowing even if their availability depends on time and weather. Plus, renewable energy are also environmental friendly because the production of renewable energy does not lead to climate change and does not involve in emission of pollutants. So next slide. Okay, so next slide is the importance of renewable energy. So obviously the first one is environmental friendly because renewable energy technologies are clean sources of energy that have much lower environmental impact compared to conventional energy technologies such as coal and petroleum. So it is mentioned lower because there are actually some disadvantages of renewable energy which will be mentioned later. So the next one is energy for our next generation because stated earlier that renewable energy are infinity. So most renewable energy will not run out and others compared to other sources of energy which are finite and will someday be depleted such as non-renewable energy. So I will pass to the next presenter.
So next, we will discuss about the types of renewable energy and their advantages. So uh, there are 6 types of renewable energy, which are biomass energy, geothermal energy, hydropower, marine energy, solar and wind energy. So the technologies of all this renewable energy can convert the energy to more usable forms such as electricity, heat, and fuels for transportation. First of all, we have biomass energy, which uses the biomass originated from crops, plants, and trees. So biomass energy is abundant and renewable energy. So the energy can be the biomass used for this energy can be converted into bioenergy for electricity and also biofuels for transportation. And this kind of energy can be used to burn waste product. Waste product means here is the residues comes from the crops processed for food or other products. Secondly, geothermal energy, which is derived from the natural thermal energy from the rocks and trap steam from the Earth's interior. So this kind of energy provides an unlimited supply of energy and it causes no air and water pollution. Number 3 is hydropower. So the most prevalent form of hydropower we all know is dams. So hydropower is abundant, clean, and safe energy. The water used for the electricity and heat generation can be easily stored in reservoirs for later consumption. And hydropower is one of the inexpensive way to produce electricity, and it has recreational benefits such as boating and fishing. So number 4, we have marine energy. It is suitable for island countries marine energy capture energy that would not otherwise be collected. The main source of marine energy is waves and tidal. Number 5, solar energy, which uses the sun's energy, which then be converted into electricity and heat for industrial and residential application. So this kind of energy is also a potentially infinite energy supply, and it causes no air and water pollution as well. Last but not least, we have wind energy, which uses the wind sources, involve the wind turbines and convert it to heat and converted it to electricity and also mechanical power for other applications, some applications. So this wind energy also causes no air and water pollution, and the wind farms needed for the electricity generation are relatively inexpensive to build, and the land around the wind farms also can be used for other applications such as plantation. So there are also disadvantages of renewable energy, which will be later explained by Shika.
Okay, so even though renewable energy have a lot of advantages, but sometimes it gives a few disadvantages, such as it might disturb the ecological system. For example, the development of them to generate the hydroelectricity might cause the deforestation. So the flora and fauna will feel threatened and slowly extinct due to its progress. Secondly, renewable energy only can be found at limited place due to geographical factors. For example, Indonesia. Indonesia use wind energy to produce electricity, while France use wave energy, which form from ocean energy, because it faces an Atlantic Ocean that will support and increase the speed of wind. Okay, so last but not least, the cost needed to generate energy from renewable energy resources was very expensive. It is because it needs special equipment to develop the machines that can use to generate power. So based on the information I got, for example, the cost needed to develop second hydroelectric dam in Tasik Penyet is around 1 billion ringgit, and it can afford to generate the power at up to 250 megawatt. Then there is also cost needed for installation of solar panel, which is around 10,000 until 12,000 ringgit per kilowatt. That's all for my part. I will pass to Amani.
Next, I will present about recent development that related with battery and electronics. So first, biological batteries. This battery can generate electricity from the organic matter in soil and creating biological batteries that can power agriculture sensors. This technology will abolish the need for single-use chemical batteries that need to change frequently, which is more expensive and polluting. The developer will work with Bayer Crop Science to pilot its sensor on farm while also experimenting using biobatteries to power lightning installation. Let's watch a short video on how this battery works.
Standard batteries rely upon chemical reactions. For example, in a lithium-ion battery, lithium ions move from the negatively charged side of the battery, the anode, to the positively charged side, the cathode. This creates free electrons, which move through a separate wire, carrying an electric current from the anode through the device being powered and to the cathode. But instead of using an element like lithium, BO uses organic matter as fuel. Within the soil, microorganisms feed on organic matter, breaking it down in a process that releases hydrogen ions as well as electrons. Inside the BO device, there's a wire that transports the free electrons from the anode to the cathode, powering the sensor in the process.
We are producing energy in a constant basis during day and night time. It doesn't matter if it's raining or it's a cloudy day, they will produce energy.
BO is not the first to make batteries from organic compounds. Biobatteries using enzymes that break down carbohydrates, fatty acids, and alcohol have been developed in labs for years.
The second recent development is hybrid power system. The major components that involved in this hybrid power system are fuel cell, lithium-ion battery, constant voltage regulation system, and smart battery charger. The rechargeable lithium-ion battery located inside the fuel unit to keep the microcontroller in low power standby or program timers with a state for several days. During system shutdown, battery will activate the system startup and power. And when the fuel cell is running low, battery will automatically charge, and when it reaches a certain voltage, the internal battery charging circuit will automatically stop charging. That's all from my part. I will pass to the next presenter.
Next is the problems in the area of fuel and energy. Fuel is involved in industrial revolution in huge machinery processes by burning of fossil fuels. This will contribute to air and water pollution. Air pollution occurs when excess quantities of gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, and methane released to the atmosphere. Some of the most common water pollutants are domestic waste and industrial effluents that release of inadequately treated wastewater like oil into the natural water bodies, which can lead to the degradation of aquatic ecosystems and also give negative effects to the food chain. The second is plastic. Plastic is derived from fossil fuels, which the second most used material after silicon to produce a technology. Production of plastic requires high emission techniques and poses a serious threats to the environment. Plastic takes many years to decompose, make it dangerous to the environment. It is due to the toxic substance that release into the soil when plastic perish under sunlight, and also release a toxic substance into the air, causing ambient air pollution if the plastic are burned. Next is the energy. The environmental impact of the energy does not end with the raw materials and where they have come from, but it's also required massive energy to manufacture and turn them into the complex electronic and technology products. It is worth remembering that every time the electronic device plug into the non-renewable sources, the use of device comes with a carbon cost. This will contribute to the greenhouse gases and climate crisis. Carbon emissions like carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide are greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, will trap, reflect heat and radiation back to the surface of planet, and that will contribute to the global warming. From this problem, the best renewable energy that helps in solving the problem is wind energy, as it helps to improve the quality of life. First and foremost, harnessing power from the wind is one of the cleanest and most sustainable ways to generate electricity, as it's not produce toxic pollution that contributes to the global warming. Second, the wind energy industry also gives benefits to the economy, as it creates employees in a variety of capacities, including manufacturing, project development, construction, and turbine installation, operation and maintenance, and consulting services. Third is the reliability. The reliability of wind power of the most abundant, inexhaustible, and increasingly cost-competitive energy resources make it a viable alternative to the fossil fuels that harm our health and threaten the environment. In addition, wind is less prone to large-scale failure because it uses a modular system. Modular systems are composed of numerous individual wind turbines. Even if some of the equipment in the system is damaged, the rest can typically continue to operate. Lastly, wind energy helps in improve people's health because it requires essential no water to operate and thus did not pollute water resources. As I mentioned before, that fossil fuels can have a bad impact on water resources. The air and water pollution emitted by burning of fossil fuels like coal and natural gas plants is linked with breathing problems, heart attacks, cancer, and a host of other serious problems. In the nutshell, wind energy development will help to prevent using a fuel, replace carbon-intensive energy sources, and significantly reduce global warming emissions. That's all from us. Thank you.